Hi, welcome to Scotty Wandering. My name is Peter, and this is part of my tour around Lake Michigan, mainly focusing on state of Michigan. And my first stop today was going to be Sky Bridge, Michigan, which is just down the road. But I saw this on the way and I had to stop. I'm at a little pull-off here, zipping along. I forgot which M this is, which Michigan road it is. It doesn't even have a restroom. Right along the railroad tracks, through the culvert, this beautiful little cascade. It caught my eye and I actually had to make a U-turn and come back. It's marked on Google Maps as Waterfall Picnic Area, and that's on Highway 131. So, Skybridge, Michigan, that's where I am right now, at Boyne. I'm not quite sure if I'm saying that right. Buy your tickets online. You can do it in the parking lot. I wasn't sure what the weather was going to be, so I got here. I checked the weather on the app, and I checked the radar. It all looked good. Bought my tickets. It's drizzling now. I may wait a minute before I catch the shuttle to catch the tram up to the top. Okay, this is a follow-up to camping at Leelanau State Park. Fill up the water on the way out of the campground. I didn't really notice until I got to my next destination. Let me show you what I just discovered. This is a jug of water I brought with me from home that I hadn't touched yet. This is a jug of water that was half empty and I filled up at the drinking water safe location. This was the empty jug I filled up. I think I'll be dumping those out and not using them, hopefully refilling them tonight. I wouldn't use the water at the state park. Plan for that. And don't fill your water tanks with that. Well, welcome to one of the slowest chairlifts in the world. This might be summer speed, I don't know. So Skybridge takes you up through the chairlift, and obviously there is quite the resort behind me. There are bars, there are taverns, there's plenty of shopping, there's lots of different accommodation options. The resort also has an airport in the back, handles small jets. Saw one take off earlier. There's zip lining. I don't know if they have mountain biking on this one or not. You know, take you up and do that. They seem to have a lot of other activities here. There's got to be a golf course. And I'm sure they're gearing up for the fall. I think they have some sort of festival coming up. And it would make sense to really gear up to have people coming here to get up to Skybridge for the fall colors. Resort amenities. Got a fire pit just burning with nobody there. Hammock for anybody, and putting green. Oh, we're slowing down again. I guess they speed it up and slow it down as people get on and off. And good news for me, looks like the sun's gonna come out now. So that's some nice dark skies in one direction and bright blue in the other. I think I need my hat. Okay, other things to know as I'm rolling up the hill here. $25 online tickets. Like I said, to buy it in the lot. I think it costs a little more if you buy it on site. It is completely cashless down there, so just carry a card with you or phone and tap and pay here and there. I guess there's some sort of water park down there too. I didn't see that. As I'm riding up here, I'm noticing this trail that you can walk up or whatever, and it's all sand, which just implies that this is just a giant sand dune, inland sand dune. That is the ski hill. Almost to the top. Oh, and there's a bar up here too. And possibly a restaurant. Seems fairly busy. Alright, so you got the Eagle's Nest to get a snack or something. There is a disc golf course. There is a zip line down that also comes up the same way. And then we have the Sky Bridge. Your pass gets you all day access. I can hike back down and ride back up again. So if I wanted to hike down and then experience both ways, I could. I'm getting all the skies up here. Here in the treetops. Trails.
Hello.
More ways to spend your money. I'm going to take the loop back around so I can see it. And there's a golf course up here too. It's not all ski hills. On the southern side, sunny side, the golf courses. Keep ski hills on the north side where the snow doesn't melt. Now they just asked everybody to exit the bridge. I think the dark sky might throw a little thread of lightning, and they don't want any of the bridge on the bridge during that time. And yes, they do have mountain bike trails up here too to enjoy and challenge yourself with. And yes, I just heard a little rumble. Well, the weather's messed up everybody's plans now. Zip lining's closed. The lift is closed. So either you'll hike down, or they did send up shuttles to get people back down. The bridge is closed, at least probably for half an hour until the weather clears again. And so I'm going to take the hike, see what the scenic hike is like. It's a well-paved path. So I'm halfway down the hill. Check the radar. It looks like about the time you think things would clear up, it's going to be another cell coming through. Fortunately, I'm hearing rumbles from that direction. Well, there's no doubt there's rain in the area. You can see the bands falling down out to the distance there. Well, I couldn't wait around all day for the weather to clear. Wanted to get over to my campsite and just relax tonight. I'm at Petoskey State Park. I came here hoping maybe to search for Petoskey rocks, but now this is a beachside campground. There's a trail down to the beach. This one, nobody has true waterfront camping, but I'm not far away. I'm fairly convenient to the beach. Well, I had to run into town and stumbled on Kilwin's. Handcrafted chocolate, fudge, original recipe ice cream, perfect apple, which is actually, caramel apples and things, all made in their little factory here. And I walked away with a waffle bowl with a chocolate, I forgot what that combination is, and a raspberry, and some creams, sorted for my wife, and they threw in a couple samples. Well, I'm reminded why I don't do campground tours on the weekends. It is a Saturday, and this place is absolutely packed. So I will not be doing a full campground tour. I'll do a slight drive through and give you a hint of what this campground is like. But first, let's go back down to the beach. So, dune-wise, definitely got dunes here. There are two sections of the campground. One that looks like it's right on the beach down there. But when I went down there and looked at it, it's more like the beach is on it. The dunes are encroaching onto the campsites. So they're on the other side of the dune. They're not on the water side. The campground loop I'm in is behind here, and it's just comfortably set back behind the dunes. So this is all just too volatile to have beachfront camping. But after you work your way through the dunes, make sure you have some way to know where your exit is, because there's several exits here. Gotta know which one is yours. In the middle of last night, I had made myself a stack of rocks, but I also knew that the log was down here. And when I was wandering around at night, I had to figure out where my stop was. So, plenty of rocks out here to search. And the whole idea of coming here is to look for the Petoskey stones, which have a bit of coral fossil in them. But they're not easy to find. There's just so many rocks to look at. Never-ending supply. And when you get out into the water, which is absolutely crystal clear, there's just endless amounts of rocks to explore. Now, surprisingly, here at the very end of September, or let's just say last day of summer, first day of autumn, the water is still warm enough to go swimming in without a problem. You never know what you're going to find in a rock. Not sure what I got going there. Well, know more about rock hunting, check out the channel called Michigan Rocks. It's got all the details that you'd ever want and more. So that's the end of that little coral fossil. And if you know what you're looking for, there's an amazing variety of different kinds of rocks. Even these weird conglomerates. And who knows what. Well, this is the littlest one I found, and it's actually looking like the best one. There's the classic design. Only to find something like that in a bigger rock. My advice, look small, let the waves help you out and clean things off. And then give you a quick look around the state park campground. So this section of campground is made up of 4 horseshoes. So this is the return of the horseshoe. There are about 20 sites on this horseshoe, all electric, mix of 20, 30 amp and 50 amp. There are 4 horseshoes, and the 4th one has over 30 sites on it, and we back up to our neighboring ones. But everybody has their own distinct pad, parking area, your site. It's very clearly defined. Now, not all of them are equal. I have my pad and a gravel section, and it's beautifully cared for. My neighbors over here have their parking pad and then paved section next to it. So, and it's all very nice. So you use them how you wish. I mean, obviously they parked off the pad and put their tent on the pad. It's a choice. And that's kind of what this section is like. And then down here is the water, and in the middle of all of these is the bathhouse. It's the only bathroom, only place to, there's no pit toilets or anything. Flush toilets, men's and women's, and then a row of shower rooms. Alright, gonna give you the quick drive through. Like I said, they're all fairly similar sites. I'm sure the park has a listing of links for all of them. We're gonna go down a little further into this section, drive by the bathhouse. Now there are trails. Hey, if you want to do something besides going to the beach, there are trails out here as well. Portage Trail here. Now we are not far from town, so amenities are nearby. There's the restroom. The third loop there. Overflow parking. Hey, there's dumpsters down here too. Alright, I think I have to go through to exit. Oh, well, that's important to know. Not that it's that important for power, because solar isn't an issue, because all the sites come with electric. But if you're looking for Starlink connectivity, then down here around 156, 157, 158, 159, this section has got good sky. Like I said, there's more sites in this loop than some of the others. These are a little less defined than the wooded ones, though. 162. Some of the ones on the outside loop, not so much. They do a very good job of caring for these sites. Almost too good. I was struggling to find kindling because they made it all go away. Oh, little tiny dogs I gotta work around. And there are little dogs and kids bikes everywhere. Alright, the inside here, 167, 168, we're back into the sunshine section. But over on the inside, the spaces are a little less defined. 176, and we're back into the shade. All right, let's go check out the other section of the campground. There's lots of connecting trails into town as well. There's good bike trails, looks like all over town here. Probably a better way, because driving through town was a nightmare. There's a lot of heavy traffic, especially on a weekend. As you get back towards this other section, there is a wood supplier. Wow, there's a lot more wood there yesterday. I appreciate the fact that they do not bundle it in plastic. I'll take you around this loop. Now, these sites seem a little smaller, a little more compact, more of the tent sites. They all still have electric though. But you'll notice there's RVs are missing here. It's not quite primitive, but maybe the bathhouse is. That might be the determiner. Although the price is the same. Yep, not an RV in sight. Well, almost none. Got a travel trailer down here. There is a connector trail between the two campgrounds. And on the back side of this site, straight ahead, which is 99, I think, is the dune. They have a fence there to keep you from climbing on the dunes. So this is where I meant, like, the dunes are encroaching on the campground. But there's not a lot of depth to these sites. You got some width there, but not a lot of depth, because you're fighting up against the dune. Like, that is a small site. Restroom looks similar to the other one, so I think it has showers as well, so it's not that primitive. Whole nother section over there, equal to what I just drove. But we're gonna go down and check out the day use area at the beach. Through the dunes here. Like I said, the campground is kind of tucked behind a dune like that. That's actually off towards the campground there. And they're separating us from the bike path here. There's a bathhouse down here. And sunshine, apparently. And endless sand beaches, just like most of the Michigan side of Michigan. And you can wait out quite a bit before you get really wet. Wow, that just goes forever. During the summer season, there are concessions available in that bathhouse. A lovely walkway, so you don't have to trudge through the sand to get down near the water. Well, that's my look at Skybridge, Michigan and Petoskey State Park and Hinton, Petoskey. There's a lot to explore there. Like I said, you can go down there and explore all day. Cute little downtown, beachfront areas, all of that kind of stuff going down there. So check all that out. Thanks for coming along on this trip. This is video 4 or 5, I forget now, of my lap around Lake Michigan, but not just Michigan Circle Tour. My next stop is actually going to be on Lake Huron. I decided I'm going to try another lake while I'm out here. So thanks for coming along. Subscribe and like the channel if you find this useful. I'll see you in the next one. get on out there and watch out for those seagulls.